And then back into retirement. Ready when you are. You're probably not ready, but you know. So, has it taken any pressure off your thumb? Okay. We want. Obviously, we're going to try to do more, but okay. Yeah, it's if you can get like a smoother transition from your shoulder down, it's going to take a lot of pressure off, and it's actually going to get off your hand a little bit quicker. So if you can just we have to try to get that shoulder really kind of rotate down a little bit smoother, a little smoother. So it's going to feel like you're not trying to put anything on the ball. So once you get up there and just kind of don't hold it with the weight in your hand. You want the go ahead and put the weight of the ball in this hand. I know. That way you can just kind of just let it drop. It should actually lower your swing just a hair. That way, when you're going forward, you just have to let it just kind of go. That was a good one. Yeah, that's fine. And then when you let it go, just kind of yeah. Yeah, but yeah, there we go. See how it just takes a little bit of pressure off you. That was good. One thing we can also do is if we get the ball into play a little bit quicker, because your backwind is so high that we and so long, there's so much time for it to come back down. So you have to kind of pull it down. So what we're going to try to do as you take your first step with your right foot, don't step and then let it drop. Just kind of yeah, just try to because we want to get to the top of the swing so it's going to hang there. But then when you start going forward, it'll be like this instead of this. It's going to be more. And I think if you can just do that, that's going to take pressure off your thumb. Or if you have knees, it'll help with your knees. I have bad knees, so I figured as much. Especially if you're doing this, you're compressing down. So you want to be able to get here, keep the weight on this, and just allow your foot to just kind of settle instead of really kind of jamming in on it. Feels what? Uh-huh. Yeah, but you still projected the ball. Yeah. So everything's going to feel like you're doing less. So less means less pressure on your body because you know when we first started learning the ball, we learned to really kind of muscle everything. Where now we've learned you have to really kind of make it feel like you're not doing anything. You just put your body in the right position where it's just going to do everything itself. Because the last thing you want to think about when you're getting into your slide is how you're going to throw it. So at that, once you get started, you shouldn't have to think about anything except for where you're trying to throw it. See, it's a little bit smoother off your hand, and that's gonna really kind of take the pressure off of you. So you're gonna have to go maybe 2-1 left, or just kind of move your eyes in so that you can keep the ball in tighter and then get it out there. If any, you can also just try to, so instead of really kind of get around it, see if you can just kind of go more straight up the back of it. So your thumb always needs to be pointing forward. A lot of times you will sometimes get your thumb to go like that. So make sure you're keeping your thumb forward. Out of here?
Yeah.
No practice today, huh?
Although they raised the prices on it.
They didn't raise it much, did they? 50 cents, something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, they got 50 cents.
I hear you. See how it actually will get down lane a little further? Huh? It, you might have pinched it a little bit. So just remember, when you get here, just kind of, you got to trust it. Just let it work. If a lot of times you'll get here and you kind of pinch a little bit and try to, it's got to be just nice and smooth. Like I said, where you'll wear thumb tape, uh, for now. Oh, you don't wear thumb tape. Did you try to like wash your hand and keep it really dry? I don't want to do that. Yeah. You just clammy. You one of those clammy guys. With your rev rate, you just gotta, you know, when it gets like this, you just gotta make sure that you don't get around it too much. Just kind of, that thumb's always got to be pointing like that. There you go. See how smooth it's on the lane? Yeah. Once you get used to it, you're not gonna loop it as much, and you gotta allow your slide leg to get more in front of you. Where you have a tendency to, it gets here and then you're like, but if you can let it get a little further out, you can actually get more projection with your legs. You need that because your ball hooks so much. So just kind of allow it to kind of get out a little bit further and then let the ball get there. That just means the ball's got to hang up there for like half a second. That was pretty good. No. No. Is that one of your least hooking balls right now? Okay. No, you don't need that. You have a solid or anything? Is there everything you got pearl? Okay. Huh? Oh, okay. big thing, don't try to turn it. Just let the ball go. Your body's gonna remember how to turn it. You've been hooking it forever. So that was really good. And then that's gonna get rid of that shoulder twitch, which is gonna really go easy on the rest of your body. It also allows you to clear your thumb first, and then your fingers to get out of it. And as you get used to it, then you'll have less and less thumb problems. How's your thumb right now?
It hasn't hurt any worse from going from there to here.
Okay.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
And it hasn't came over really.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all from like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Other than that, it's just
There's going to be a little bit of you know little friction for now
right.
until you can learn to completely relax your thumb. But this will keep it from really kind of ripping up as much. Like you probably throw like 3 games and all of a sudden it's a chance of ripping off. So you'll be able to bowl more games this way. All right, come on, let's get a good one. The solid is not going to react as hard off the back. So most of the time, solids are going to work a lot better for you. For you, it's also important. So because your ball hooks so much, you got to have straighter angles to the break point. You can't afford to loop it out at all. It's got to go straight. So you have to on the lane. You have to really kind of work on keeping the ball in front of you and just kind of have more of a straight line this way. As soon as you start going like that, you bring that break point in closer to you. So it's really important to just kind of slide into it and then project the ball straight. Away from the pocket, obviously, but what are you aiming at?
Probably not a good spot.
So don't tell me 10.
Huh?
Don't tell me 10.
17.
Okay.
I don't think I've hit it once.
Okay.
That's probably a good spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
More sets straight.
18. More 18. Get your feet in too, though. Yeah. Yep. It's really critical for you to make sure you're playing angles. So see how that kind of stays in longer. That's where the oil is. That's the oil is. So you can actually get that ball, get that lane a little further. And the smoother you are, the more you're going to be able to keep it on target. Or if you kind of hit up on it, the ball may hook earlier, which for you is awful. So it's okay. But you see how there's less of, that really strong pitch. There's more of a, and that allows the ball to really kind of go in a straight line. All right. Huh?
I'm looking more graceful out here.
As graceful as you're going to look. We're not going to look graceful. It's not the way it works. We can't. We are not going to be graceful. It's just not going to happen. We can try, but we just start looking kind of, you know, you know what I'm going to say. It just isn't going to be pretty. So just kind of work on that. Let's get a couple more. Then you can throw it to your heart's content. Then you can practice to your heart's content. I just want to make sure that you get to the point where the big thing is just like making sure that at the very start you don't have any pressure here. It should almost feel like this hand's not part of it. This should support it, and then when you get here, it's just a matter of just letting it drop. But you have to get into play a little earlier because your backswing is so high. That was really good. So give me one more. Why are you rubbing your thumb? It's Yeah, I know. Then like 10 shots later, it's keep going till you stop. No, that means you gotta. Oh, you're gonna throw that many strikes? Nobody's thrown more than 16. Tabby and Ziggy, and that was like 4 years ago. We had somebody close through 10. Yeah. Keep going. Only 13 more to go. Yeah. Yeah. That's the gimme. How many do you think he'll get? 9. Ugh. It was all right. Yeah. No, that's actually 6. Yeah. That's 6. All right. That's 7. You're here to break records. All right. I don't know. You've thrown some good ones, considering how you're throwing it over here. Considering how you're throwing it over here. You're at 8. 8. 9 more to go. 8. Okay. That's 9. Only 8 more to go. The highest we've ever had on video, 16. It's been done twice, and that was like 4 years ago. Huh? Um, 4 years ago, it was 2 people. They had 16 strikes in a row. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can't let the youth boards bowlers have it all. Nah, 10's not bad.